Administration's IRS has actually awarded them more government contracts. Booz Allen Hamilton pulls in a staggering $11 billion per year, 98% of which comes from government contracts. DOJ is now reviewing this. If this were a private company that lost that much sensitive data, there would be congressional hearings, lawsuits, and executives would be losing their job, wouldn't they? It would be national news. Instead, this is the swamp working exactly as designed, protecting its own while demanding total compliance from you, even under the threat of force. The IRS will relentlessly pursue you for a $1,000 error, but when it comes to handing over your most private financial information to an activist with a political agenda, it's met with indifference, a cover-up, and for those responsible, even more lucrative contracts. These three wineries belonging to California Newsom were reportedly among Silicon Valley Bank's clients. Remember SVB Bank, how they went under? Newsom, you think he got all his money out of there? I think if you think otherwise, you're not paying attention. Elite child trafficking is not a conspiracy theory. Epstein was just the tip of the iceberg. Please research the Franklin scandal and cover up the Dutroux affair. CIA finders called Vatican sex abuse scandals, McMartin preschool tunnels, Presidio military base scandal, Jimmy Savile cover-up, Casapia scandal, Elm's guest house is quite pervasive, isn't it? Concora children's home scandal, child's mass graves, Conclube scandal. This has been going on for quite a while. It's time to put an end to it. And you know how we do that? We shine a light on it real hard and real fast and real light and bright. And that's what we're doing right now. Let's go.
My administration will focus on ending the absolutely horrific practice of human trafficking.
We're working to take down the criminal organizations that illegally traffic people across our border, and we are pursuing criminal charges against those who perpetrate these monstrous acts and deeds. Last year, my administration prosecuted a record number of traffickers, and our brave heroes at ICE have made over 1,600 human trafficking arrests. I have signed several anti-trafficking bills into law, including a landmark law to help states and victims fight online sex trafficking. These provisions complement existing laws that the Department of Justice used to seize and shut down Backpage.com, the Internet's leading forum for traffickers. Every member of this presidential task force is fully engaged in the fight. Our country will not rest until we have put these vile organizations out of business and rescued every last victim. And we will not stop until we have stamped out the menace of human trafficking once and for all.
My administration is 100% committed to eradicating human trafficking from the earth. An estimated 25 million people around the world today are being held captive, manipulated, abused by human traffickers. My administration is fighting these monsters, persecuting and prosecuting them, and locking them away for a very, very long time. We've had a tremendous track record, the best track record in a long time, and prioritizes the removal of child sexual abuse material from the Internet. We will not rest until we've stopped every last human trafficker and liberated every last survivor.
Crux of the theory is this belief that you are secretly saving the world from this satanic cult of pedophiles and cannibals. Does that sound like something you are behind?
Well, I haven't heard that, but is that supposed to be a bad thing or a good thing? I mean,
You know, folks, trust is expensive. Don't expect it from cheap people, folks. Trust is expensive. Don't expect it from cheap people. Could a bombshell discovery render all of Biden's presidential actions null and void? The Biden presidency might have been the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the American people. A shocking investigation by the Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project has revealed that virtually every document bearing Joe Biden's signature during his presidency was signed by an auto pen, except for one. Breaking, I am demanding the DOJ investigate whether President Biden's cognitive decline allowed unelected staff to push through radical policy without his knowing approval. If true, these executive orders, pardons, and all other actions are unconstitutional and legally void.
All right, so we talked about this one already. Back in 2019 on the Q board, Q told us that gold will destroy the Fed, right? Well, remember, the audits are coming up, and did you guys see what happened today? Federal Reserve's Vice Chair Michael Barr has resigned ahead of Doge's audit of the Federal Reserve. Y'all buckle up, man. That new currency system's coming. The enslavement system is being destroyed. Gosh, it's a great time to be alive. Love y'all.
Kash Patel's FBI arrests 3 for alleged treason. Kash Patel announced on Thursday night that 3 individuals have been arrested by the FBI and other agencies for theft of government property and a bribery scheme. According to DOJ press release, Yuan Zhao and Li Chan, active duty U.S. Army soldiers stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord, along with Rio Don, a U.S. Army soldier, were arrested today following indictments by federal grand juries in the District of Oregon and the Western District of Washington. Tien and Duan were charged in the District of Oregon for conspiring to commit bribery and theft of government property. Zhao was charged in the Western District of Washington for conspiring to obtain and transmit national defense information to an individual not authorized to receive it, and also for bribery and theft of government property, the press release states. Patel said in an X report that these individuals have been charged with stealing America's defense intelligence capabilities and empowering adversaries like China in betrayal of our country. He added they will now face American justice. This action aligns with this one-day promise that anyone wishes to do harm to our way of life and our citizens here or abroad will face the full wrath of the Department of Justice and Federal Bureau of Investigation. Patel announced that on X. Breaking, I can now report that today the FBI, along with their interagency partners led by AGP Pam Bondi, arrested 2 active duty U.S. Army soldiers and 1 former U.S. Army soldier for theft of government property and bribery scheme. These individuals have been charged with stealing America's defense intelligence capabilities and empowering adversaries like China in betrayal of our country. They will now face American justice. If you're thinking about doing that, better think twice.
Today's ceremony, however, has very special meaning, because today we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people.
Because it doesn't take a whole lot of silver to change your whole life. Look at this. This is how many ounces of silver you need to be in the global, what percentage of the global population. Keep in mind, there's 8.1 billion people on the face of the planet. We want to see you guys get up in the yellow and the green area. Take your retirement dollars, turn them into real money. I'll help you with a tax liability if it exists back at that point in time, but I doubt it's going to. We're hearing more and more about the Internal Revenue Service going to be turned to the External Revenue Service. Interesting how the Internal Revenue Service is THEIRS. Can somebody tell me what that spells? THEIRS. Oh, Margaret Ann's got her hand. What does it spell, honey?
Theirs.
Theirs. She's right.